Okay, or we should be live, I should say. Do we have audio? That's the real question here. Okay, or we should. We do in fact have audio. Wicked. Now I'm gonna throw on some tunes. Let's see. Apparently, Good Kid has like a new song. I'm starting to think all their songs like sound like it sounds very similar to like some of their other stuff, but yeah, whatever. We vibing, and we just gotta wait for people to trickle on in. You go and pull chat up. There we go. It's gonna be some cool stuff. We're gonna be doing some cool, great, awesome things. Not anything the Discord. Yeah. I kind of vibe with the song. I don't know. Maybe it's just like it's just very similar to like some of the other stuff. Maybe I'm crazy. Could be crazy. I need to brush my hair too. Actually, it's kind of splitting down the middle. I'll do that momentarily. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the starters for the next Legends game, and it's gonna be great. And then we're going to. Well, I have a low bit rate. Oh, the audio. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't like my go slower. Table eater. That's. I'm not really sure how to respond to that, honestly, but good old Rowlet Gaming. You'll be pleased to hear about if Rowlet's going to be another starter or not, which, by the way, is possible. Right? And before they give all the starter Pokemon Mega Evolutions, honestly, that'd be pretty dope. I'm all for it. And then I'm going to click on this. There it is. But yeah, I don't really expect the stream to be too crazy, at least not at the beginning. We're going to be doing a lot of talking. And then we're going to be doing some Pokemon Showdown stuff, probably. Depending upon if we have time, which we probably will. Oh, that was okay. I was confused. I saw a weird setting. I was like, what does this button do? Yeah. And we don't have some music going. Let's see. Going on to good old reliable. And then we'll have the song play, and then we're going to hop into some gaming, aka just talking about what next Pokemon stuff's gonna be. I don't expect it to be all that crazy up until we're gonna be playing video games, but it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have fun. You feel the same. Here we go. Also, if you haven't done so already, pop a like on the stream, because I want more likes, and it makes you feel good, you know, having more likes on the stream. You know, it's street poggers, you know. Also, I was debating, because I've been playing a lot of Overwatch recently, I was debating just doing Overwatch streams. I have no idea if that'll be like regular content or anything, but I was debating on it. Mostly because, like, since I already play a lot of it, and it just gives me something to do, like, outside of doing Pokemon stuff. And plus, like, Overwatch is free, it's on the Switch. Maybe you guys would be joining in the content sometimes. It just depends. But yeah. Coming up, I have, like, MS Paint. I have MS Paint open, so we can, like, talk about the upcoming starter Pokemon. And if they're gonna be like new Pokemon or not. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about like I want to do a hopes or nopes segment. Like straight up, like the only reason why we're late to stream was supposed to start like fucking I think I was like 5 minutes late or something. The reason why we're late is because I was making a thumbnail for the hopes or nopes. And I was like, yeah, I want a new thumbnail. So I spilled water all over myself. Oh, wait, actually, I think the song's ending now. Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly brush my hair, and I think we're gonna hop into it. I think we're gonna hop into everything. Because I have no reason not to just say fuck it, we ball and just go in, right? So we're just gonna say fuck it, we ball, we go in, and it's gonna be great. Also, if I say something you guys agree and or disagree with, let me know. Whenever it comes to like this upcoming like Pokemon starter segment in the hopes or nopes, because I'd like to know, you know, because like, hey, for all I know, I could be wrong. Yeah, that's enough of that. Going to close that. Going to keep that open. Then we're going to move this over here. And click on that. And then I need to full screen this. And then click on this. There we go. Now, maybe something you'd have noticed. Wait a minute. Elgato? What is Elgato doing here? It is the background to our Pokemon shenanigans. It's just me who has sent a message so far. That's true. People do tend to lurk a lot from the streams. That's what I've noticed. Like, I've never dipped down to, like, as of recently, I should say, for the past, like, probably, like, year and a half or so. I haven't dropped below, like, 3 viewers, and it just seems to be, like, people have just, like, lurk, which is fine. You know, I'm cool with that. I'd like people to interact and be active, right? It'd be cool. You know, it does help the stream when people, like, type in chat. Even if it's, like, random bullshit, it is cool if people, like, type in chat. You know? But, like, sometimes people just want to lurk. Sometimes people just, like, want to listen while they do their homework or play a game, which is perfectly fine. You know, I can't be mad at someone ingesting my content the way they choose to ingest it, you know? I can't be mad at that. You know, you can't watch a video wrong, you know? Or you can't watch a stream wrong, you know? So I can't be upset about it. Like, it'd be cool if people talked more, but I'm not gonna be mad. Oh yeah, and I also did record a or I should say I didn't record this. I was asked to join a Laffy Lose recording and I fucking dominated. Like, oh my god, like it was not even close. I'm just better. I'm just better than everyone else around me, dude. Like I can't help it. I'm just better. Alright, anyway. Enough chitty chat. We're going to go ahead and hop into I clicked the wrong button. We're going to go ahead and hop into the coolness that is in fact the Pokemon starters, right? The next upcoming game of Pokemon Legends ZA, right? Now, as you can see, we're missing from this list. We're missing Pikachu, Eevee, and the what was Paldean starters. There we go. We're missing the Paldean starters. Now, obviously, I don't think the Paldean starters, Pikachu or Eevee, are going to be starter Pokemon. The Paldean starters are too new. Doesn't make a lot of sense. And Pikachu and Eevee, do they really count? I'm gonna say no. Now, off the bat, we can eliminate Rowlet. Probably. I say probably. We're probably eliminating Rowlet. Probably eliminating Cyndaquil. And who was the water type starter? It was Oshawott, right? Yeah, we're going to eliminate Oshawott, right? Because they just were starters. They had brand new forms and everything in the last Legends game. I think it's safe to say these guys are not going to be the starters, right? And probably most, I should say most starter Pokemon. Actually, most is that's the wrong term. Pokemon that have alternate forms probably won't be getting, or probably won't be starters coming up. I feel like we're gonna get some Gen 8 starter in it. We're probably getting Gen 8, but we're gonna see. We're gonna get to that, right? Right now we're eliminating everything, right? Right now, I feel like it's safe to assume we're not going to get any of the Hoenn starters, right? Because they already have Megas, and they aren't any, and they aren't in Kalos, right? We're probably not getting we're probably I don't know. Like Kalos is weird. I feel like we might get Kalos ship, but we'll get to that. We're probably not getting Kanto, right? But these guys are like maybes, right? They're big old. Actually, let me text this. They're big old maybes, right? And come on. Wait, this isn't doing what I wanted to do. No, let's just make this bigger. We can make it. No, honestly, the size is fine. These guys are gonna be big old maybes. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. Now, how do I get back to my paintbrush? Oh shit, that's not what. There we go. There we go. Back to the paintbrush. All right. All right. Can I click on the? There we go. All right. Now, I'd get rid of Kalos starters. They very likely will be in the game, but not as starters for the game. That's probably true. That's probably true. But we'll get to the Kalos starters right now. Like Kanto, right? It'd be the funniest thing ever if Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle were the starters for the game. Because Sycamore has all the starters and they have Megas, right? So it would be very, very funny if they just were the starters. It'd be absolutely fucking hilarious. Now, are they going to be the starters? Probably not, but it would be really funny. We likely, now out of all these starters, we probably aren't getting the Kalos starters either, but I don't think we're going to get Froakie. Because Froakie has, or I should say had, Ash Greninja. So I don't see Ash Greninja being a thing. Let me think what else. Like, depending upon how they're going to do Dynamax stuff, we probably won't be getting, like, any of these starters down here. At the same time, I can see Scorbunny being a thing, right? Like, for the Fire type starter. Like, I feel like for the Grass type starter, it's going to be, like, Snivy. That was so poorly done. Wait, where's the circle? There we go. I feel like Snivy is going to be one of them. I feel like Snivy is like the Grass starter. I don't have no real reason for it. I just feel like it's going to be Snivy, right? We're skipping out on Gen 5, right? And that's really my only hunch. You know, we just did, like, Gen 4 stuff, so I don't see Turtwig being in it. And I don't see Infernape. Maybe Piplup. I can maybe see Piplup. But we'll get to Piplup. We'll get to the Water type starter coming up. But for the Grass type starter, I feel like it's going to be Snivy. Maybe Chespin. Maybe Chespin. The only reason why I'm saying maybe on Chespin is because it does make a lot of sense for any of the starters to be Kalos. I don't know. Like, I could be capping, but it would be absolutely hilarious if they were going to be, like, Kalos starters. I think that would just be kind of funny. But actually, I'm going to Control-Z that real quick. And we're going to play it safe. We're just going to cross them out. I feel like Totodile or Sobble are going to be the water starter. Probably. I can see Totodile. Like, we just did Gen 4 stuff with Legends Arceus, so I could see them just saying, now we good. And especially since we're not getting, like, a Let's Go game or anything for Gen 2, I could see Totodile. I don't think... Like, okay. I want to say that we're not going to get, like, Mega Incineroar, right, for the starter. But it would also be really funny if we did get, like, a Mega Incineroar. Because people hate Incineroar and, like, VGC doubles. Like, people absolutely hate... Or, I don't say hate. A lot of people... Well, there's some hatred. Like, you know, Wolf VGC, probably, like, one of the better Pokemon players in the world, right? He absolutely hates Incineroar, right? It'd be hilarious if we got Mega Incineroar. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Mega Incineroar would be absolutely hilarious. Now, would it be good? Probably not, but it would be really funny. And I think we can eliminate Cinderace. Mostly because it had, like, a Gigantamax form. I'm not sure. Mega Incineroar would be the Scourge of VGC. That's assuming it's going to be good. Because just because Pokemon gets a Mega doesn't mean the Mega's good. Like, say, for instance, Mudkip, right? Or I should say Swampert. Swampert had a Mega, right? In Gen 6, in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, right? While Mega Swampert's not a bad Pokemon by any stretch of the imagination, it's definitely not bad. It did worse, competitively speaking, than its not Mega evolution to counterpart, just regular Swampert. Like, regular Swampert was unironically better than Mega Swampert and VGC. because like the big thing is like there's opportunity cost in using the Mega slot. So say for instance you'd rather use like Mega Salamence, Mega Metagross, uh, Mega Kangaskhan less so, Mega Mawile. Whenever it comes to whenever Mega Swampert was the thing, because Mega Kangaskhan actually was Mega Kangaskhan nerfed in Gen no Mega Kangaskhan was nerfed in Gen 7, so you still would use it in Gen 6. So like just because it does get a Mega doesn't mean that the Mega itself would be good. It doesn't mean it would get more usage than regular Incineroar, but it would be really funny. Like I just think it'd be really funny just for Incineroar to get a Mega, and that's the whole thing. This whole thing's trolling. Now I could see Poplio, right, being the water starter. But if we really want Incineroar, it's just not gonna be a thing, right? And we can eliminate Tepig, mostly because fuck that pig. We're probably not gonna be seeing Chikorita, because everyone wants fairy grass dinosaur. We ain't seen it. We just ain't seen it. That probably makes it Totodile then. I'm thinking Totodile. Like it's probably either like assuming we knock out the rest of the Gen 8 because of forms. That leaves Totodile and Piplup, right? Totodile and Piplup. Now, we just did Gen 4 stuff. So I could actually very much see it that they want to do stuff. They want to keep stuff fresh on the Switch, right? So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do Gen 4 because we just had 2 Gen 4 games as of recent on the Switch. We haven't had anything involving Gen 2, you know? We obviously haven't had anything involving like Gen 3 either, right? But Gen 3 at least had Megas. Gen 8's had Gigantamax, right? Gen 9 is obviously just new. You know, form with Froakie. And these are the Gen 6 starters, so it's possible, I don't see it. What we're gonna do then is we're going to cross out Piplup and give ourselves a good old Totodile. I think this is the play. I think Snivy, Totodile, and Layton. I feel like these 3 just make the most sense, right? And it's not just out of like some bullshit of like, oh hey, trailers only. You know, there's some like process of eliminatio, you know? Like, I could see Gen 1 starters just being in it at all. You know, because like they're gonna make Mega Charizard Z. They just are. They're making Mega Charizard Z. That's going to happen, right? But would they be the actual starter Pokemon? Probably not. I just don't see them being the actual starter Pokemon. It'd be funny, but I don't see it happening. We just had Cyndaquil, and who cares about Chikorita? No one does. Everyone likes Totodile. Everybody likes Totodile. No one likes Chikorita, so I can see it being Totodile. Gen 3 had a bunch of starters. Gen 4, we just did a bunch of Gen 4 stuff. Gen 5, we just had an Oshawott thing, so, you know, Tepig's still a possibility, but I just think Snivy makes more sense. Or, actually, it could be, like, a double-up thing, it's like, all of them are gonna be the same gen, that could be pretty cool, but I don't know, that might happen later. The Chikorita disrespect is crazy, but it's true, though. Like, genuinely, the only people who like Chikorita, like, I'm not saying that necessarily always correlates, but the only people who like Chikorita, you know, probably pay their taxes on time, you know? Like, not necessarily a bad thing, but, like, what you doing, dog? Like, what you doing? Plus, like, Chikorita's just lame as hell, you know? Like, the point of Chikorita is you pick Chikorita when you want to challenge yourself in Generation 2, and you want to actually use it throughout the whole game. And Chikorita's, like, the one, like, grass starter that, like, actually makes sense to have another grass-type Pokemon on your team. So, like, say, for instance, you get Chikorita, you run through, you get yourself a Bellsprout, you know? This implies you commit tax evasion. We cannot confirm nor deny these claims being levied against my person, likeness, or brand. But I do. One thing that I can say for sure is fuck that Chikorita bitch. But yeah, I think these starters make sense. Like I don't see Galar happening. Like the other combination that could happen is like let's do a square. Let's do a square for this one. You know, another combination I could see happening if we really want to be like nice to like Chikorita. You know, we could do like Chikorita, and then probably probably like this could happen. I feel like this could be a combination that happens. Sobble, maybe Sobble. I'm just trying to figure out like a way where Sobble makes sense. Like, okay, let's try Sobble being a type, right? Let's try Sobble. So like what? Sobble, Tepig, and then what? Like Trico? Well, we already have Mega Trico. We already have Megas here. It could be Chespin. Maybe Turtwig? Maybe? Like, I'm not sure whenever it comes to this. Like, I like Turtwig probably makes the most sense. Trying to think what other starter combinations that we can do. Because obviously we're not going to get Rowlet. We could maybe see like actually, what was the thumbnail? What thumbnail did I use for this? I don't remember what thumbnail I used. Like, yeah, here we go. Like a thumbnail, the thumbnail that I had as Turtwig, Snivy, Fennekin, that could be the combination. I just don't personally see it. Like, I just find it more likely it's going to be Snivy, Litten, Totodile. I think that's it. Yeah, Fennekin, Totodile, Snivy. Yeah, I feel like that's the combination we're rocking with. I can't think of anything else. Because, like, Gen 3 already has starters. Gen 1 has starters. It's a Gen 6 game. So I just feel like this makes sense. You know? Like, it's probably the circles, then it's probably the squares, and it's probably the diamonds. I think that's the way. I'd say Totodile, Snivy, Litten, or Scorbunny. That's probably it. They really did like Scorbunny a lot. Like, they even put it in Unite really early. So, like, honestly, Scorbunny could be it over Litten. You know, I could see Scorbunny. Like, that's what the internet is saying a lot. Like, if you go on Twitter, which I don't recommend, but if you go on Twitter and just, like, try to check out, like, Pokemon Legends ZA stuff, people talking about the starters, all of it is Snivy, Totodile, and it's, like, Litten or Scorbunny. That's the entirety of it, and that's probably what it is, but hear me out. Hear me out. It's going to be Kanto starters. And the reason why it's going to be Kanto starters is because we already have Megas for it. They don't have to redesign anything. Everybody likes the Kanto starters, you know? And they already have XY for Charizard. Now they just gotta make Z. Like, Mega Charizard Z is gonna be a thing. Fuck it, let's make it the starter. You know? So if you ask me, I'm banking on the Gen 1 starters. Actually, these kind of look like Stars of David. Let's pick the regular stars. There we go. I'm banking on the Kanto starters. The Kanto starters are gonna be it. They're gonna be the winners. They're going to be the ones who will be the starter Pokemon for Pokemon's Legends ZA. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. And if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. I'm not putting stakes on it. Fun fact, the last major spinoff we got was Pokemon Snap in 2021. That's true. Because, like, Legends Arceus and, like, Let's Go kind of mainline games. Actually, when do Legends come out? I don't know when Legends come out. It doesn't matter. I don't want to think about that. It makes me feel old. But yeah, like, I feel like this is gonna be it. Like, it's probably gonna be Snivy, Totodile, Litten, or Snivy, Totodile, Scorbunny. That's probably it. And it's probably gonna be, or it's gonna be Kanto starters. Legends are early 2022. Yeah, because it came out like January, February. I want to say it was like late January. Like, I think it was like the 19th or something. Like, that's the January something sounds really familiar for Legends. Well, actually, we have to start specifying. You know, PLA, Pokemon Legends Arceus, we gotta be like PLA or Legends Arceus now, because Legends ZA is coming out. So it was January 30th, 2022, I think. I mean, I can just look it up. I'm gonna look it up, and we're gonna move on to the next segment. Pokemon Legends. That's nice. Well, Legends Arceus release date. Worldwide 28th of January. Yeah, so 30th, close enough. Close enough. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, I feel like this is the way to go. I feel like this is what we're gonna get. And actually, what I'll do also, just to make this like seem a little better. We'll do that as well. Yeah. There we go. This is the tweet. This is the tweet. just a screenshot of this, no context. This is the tweet. Honestly, I fucks with this. Let me save this real quick. Oh wait, I'm saving over the original. Actually, that's kind of fine. I don't really care. File, save as. Starter Pokemon. Well, I'll just call it drawn on. There we go. Any transparencies will be lost. I don't care. Okay. There we go. Have the context be this is the tweet. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll probably do like this is the Pokemon tweet for like engagement, but at the same time, I don't know. Like engagement on Twitter is stupid. But yeah, that's that one. You know. We're gonna move on to the next segment now. I think I want to do the hopes or nopes. I was debating on if I wanted to do this thing at all, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the hopes or nopes. All right, let's change the title. Pokemon Legends ZA hopes and that's nice. Well, and nopes. Then we are going to scroll down and change that thumbnail. There we go. Then I'm going to click save. There we go, thumbnail saved. It's just me and the 4 other lurkers, I think. Yeah. I mean, people are chilling. Yeah, who cares? And I need to fucking grab this, put this right here. Be prepared to get a flash banged. Let's see. I'm going to add. Let's see. We're gonna do window capture. We're gonna call this. Oh, fuck. What's it called? This is an Excel sheet. There we go. I'm gonna call this Excel. There we go. We'll keep the capturing the cursor. Yeah, there we go. No, you see, if I was like a good kind of creator, I'd like have it set up already. But I don't. And then we're gonna want to pull this down. That's not what I want to click. Stop clicking on everything. Yeah, we want to click on the Excel sheet. There you go. Good job. Bip bip. Something like this is probably fine. Yeah. There we go. What the heck is the stream background image? Wait, are you talking about? What are you talking about? There we go. If you're talking about like the sand has been here since like forever. I just like found it and I was like, this is kind of funny, so I just have sand on the background now. Like, I just think the sand is really funny. Like the weird rock texture. Yeah, it's just sand. Like literally, it's just called sand. And I just think it's funny. I just have sand now. All right, there we go. And I think actually, let's be smart about this. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, that's so much better. Oh my god, I'm such a good creator. There we go. That's good enough for me. Me when sand? Yeah, honestly, I fucks with it. And I'm gonna ping the Discord for the next segment. At everyone, we are moving on to the next segment. Pokemon Legends ZA hopes and notes. Perfect. Sweet. All right. Now let's actually get this thing set up. Hopes. Okay, I forgot tab doesn't work on Excel. As I accidentally delete all my stuff. Hopes. Nopes. There we go. Actually, I can color code these, can't I? You know what? I'm gonna be real, I'm not gonna bother with it. All right. So, obviously, number one hope is actually can I like yeah, I should make these like a different color. Let's make this like it's kind of ugly. It's also very ugly. That's a little better, yeah. And then we'll make these like red. There we go. Good enough for me. First immediate nope is the 2-hour link tutorial section. Honestly, I'm all for that. Yeah. Long tutorial. Did I spell tutorial? Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, long tutorial. Yeah, we're gonna skip out on long tutorial. And actually, I should be smart about this. I should make this smaller. There we go. That's better. And then we're gonna do one of these. Gonna make this what was it, 20? Yeah, I don't know why it keeps changing back, but you know what? Fuck, we ball. I still find it funny how PLA was one of the least buggiest games made by Game Freak. And Skyvine were the most. Honestly, it is wild as shit. Honestly, yeah. Let's next nope. We do not. Bugs. Bugs. We want less bugs. Less bugs, baby. Oh wait, that didn't. No, we'll keep that the same. You ball. All right, but we do need a hope. We do need a hope. I'm gonna say more megas. Right now, obviously, I feel like I feel like this is obvious, right? We are going to get more megas, but it is equally as possible that we're just like not going to get new megas. They're just going to bring a whole bunch back, which would be hella annoying. You know, I'd much rather just get more new ones. You know, I want more new megas. What is this message? Nothing important. All right, cool. We love video games. All right. So we want more megas. We don't want long tutorials. We don't want a bunch of bugs. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, I want more balls. I want more ball types. Because in the trailer, it's like, it's kind of futuristic, kind of pasty. So I think there just being more balls would just be cool. Like imagine like past versions of the balls going to the present. They're like, whoa, this is cool. I'm gonna give you money for it. You can even like do like infinite money shit like that. I think that'd be dope as hell. Or it's like they do different effects based off the time period of which they exist in. Like say like what is it called? Is it the feather ball? It's a really fast ball you throw in Legends Arceus. Like imagine that being transferred over to like the actual like present day or the future, and it just has like a different effect. I think that'd be really really cool. You know, because like transferring through games, they just get in like a strange ball. You know, because they don't have it textured. They don't have like say like a heavy ball and a heavy ball. They don't have like a laden ball, like textured. So there's strange ball. And you know that's just kind of annoying. I'd rather just have like the leaden ball. I still find it funny how PLA was. Oh, I just read the same message. New Zygarde form, maybe like 25%. Actually, yeah. Actually, let me double check the Zygarde forms. Zygarde forms, because like what? It's 10, 50, and 100. Yeah, it's 10, 50, and 100. And obviously the cells. So, new Zygarde form would be cool. new Zygarde form. And we'll say 25%. We'll put in like parentheses. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Like 25%, I think just makes sense. There's like 1% little worm dude, the 10% dog, 50% normal, and the big 100% form. Yeah. I mean, I think the cells aren't really 100 or aren't really 1%. I don't know. Were they ever described as 1%? Maybe they were. I'm not sure. Because like that's actually something that's gonna be annoying is collecting Zygarde cells because we're gonna have to collect them. All right. Let's see. So we'll just call them hard to find Zygarde. Actually, because like some are gonna need to be more challenging than others. So I'm not sure if I want to put that down as a note for the Zygarde sales. Not again? What's up? What's up? Something happened? If you're having troubles, refresh your stream. But like, I mean, we're chilling. Just put finding Zygarde cells if they're like a Lola. I mean, like, we're gonna have to find Zygarde cells. Now, when you said not again, I was like, what are you talking about? Because like, it's gonna be a lot like the Spiritomb souls from Legends Arceus. I feel like, but I feel like it's. I wouldn't be surprised if we need to find 100 though. Dude, imagine we need to find 100 to activate Zygarde. That'd be kind of annoying. I mean, not again, as having to find like 100 Zygarde cells and like, yeah, it's gonna be like that. But I imagine they're gonna be easier to find. I'm not really too sure how it's gonna work. Like, I can't put that down as a note because it's just gonna happen, you know. And having to find Zygarde cells probably won't ruin my enjoyment of the game, so long as I don't have to like go across like a mountain of the most difficult to travel terrain. I fall down every 30 seconds. Like, I think that'd be fine. Oh yeah, we want the we want new. What is it called? Ah, fuck. We want new forms. Xerneas. That's not how you spell Xerneas. Xerneas. Us. How do you spell? I think that's how you spell Xerneas. Xerneas. Yveltal. Yeah, we want those. That's gonna be cool. Dude, I'm upset these are so big. Did I do that right? No, there's a Z in it. There's a Z in Xerneas. Oh, there is no Z. God damn it. Yeah, it's fine. Am I crazy? Could have sworn there's always a Z in Xerneas. Guess I'm crazy. Yeah, you wanna know why there is no Z? You wanna know why there's no Z in Xerneas? It's because he's the X, right? They didn't want to take the Z from Zygarde. They already took so much from Zygarde, you know? Like, they did nothing with him in Pokemon X and Y. And they did basically nothing with him in, like, Sun and Moon. So it's like, they didn't want to give Xerneas the Z. Dude. Dude, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Because I could have sworn Xerneas had a Z in it. What was I fucking saying? Zygarde went from static encounter sub-legendary status to side quest status. I mean, because, like, Zygarde was always, like... Is Zygarde considered sub-legendary? Like, I think his default form, like, his 50% form might actually be considered sub-legendary. Let's figure this out. Cerebi, because I know this one has a very solid list. Cerebi legendaries. Legendary Pokemon. Roll F. Zygarde. Let's see. Zygarde is always full legend. Yeah, he's like restricted legendary. Fuck, excuse me. And apparently Regigigas is considered sub-legendary as well, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But that's fine. Yeah, Zygarde is like is in fact legendary. He might as well be sub-legendary with 50% form and also 10% form. You know, that's they're kind of garbo. But the full power 100% form is fucking actually crazy. Like, talk about a wild Pokemon. That fucker wild. Obviously we want regional forms. We want regional forms. There we go. We obviously want regional forms. We always want regional forms. Regional forms are cool. But since it's supposed to be like in two parallel like timelines, I wonder how it's gonna work. Like, are people gonna be shocked that I run across with like a Hisuian like Goodra or some shit? Even though like I think that's like no, you can't evolve that in Paldea. Never mind. 50% is a full legend since you get the 100% from the 50% hidden ability. I mean that's probably it. But like sub-legendary and legendary status are based off lore stuff and like how the game treats the legendary as opposed to like stats, right? Because like say for instance, Latios have pretty decent stats, right? But they're sub-legendary, you know, because lore-wise they aren't as strong as say Kyogre, you know, shit like that. We need more Nopes. You're right. It's hard to think of any Nopes, you know. What else could we do for Nopes? Honestly, I can't think of any. Like, I'm gonna be real. There'd be a lot of like, they have to like really mess up for me not to like something in Pokemon. Honestly, because like there's like some stuff like meh, it's okay, I guess, and some stuff I really like. There's not really a whole lot that I don't like in Pokemon. Paid DLC. I mean, I personally don't care about paid DLC or not. Like, say for instance, Scarlet and Violet DLC, like it was like 35 for both. So I don't really care, you know? Stuff I'm kind of mad about. Let me refresh my chat real quick. I think it's lagging. Okay, yeah. I think we're chilling now. For some reason, it was just going real slow. What stuff I'm kind of mad about? That's actually a good question. I didn't think about that. I think the underground. I think I was kind of mad about. Like, I think it's really cool. Like Friends in like Generation 4. That was really cool. And then in fucking Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, it was really cool, right? And it was probably like the peak of that game, but it just kind of like existed, you know? And if you're doing like a challenge run, then you basically don't use the underground, right? Like the underground is like, oh hey, we really want you to pay attention to our game, you know? And it's like that's cool, I suppose. Actually hard boss fights for hope? Yeah, I'm with that hope. Yeah, hard boss fight. Um, because like Legends Arceus has very strong bosses, and I think people like shit on Paldean bosses a lot, even though they're pretty decently difficult for most people. I think. This is far shot, but full time fighting instead of partial like PLA. Um, actually, what does that mean? I'm not really too sure. Because like I kind of like the turn-based, like I like Pokemon because there's turn-based combat, you know, because turn-based combat makes you think, you know, as opposed to like running around, adrenaline's going like 150 a minute, you know, like I sitting down, just like taking time to reflect and think, you know, is pretty cool, you know. But like I'd kind of like real-time combat, like the games that shall not be name powered. I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be dope to have instances of it. But I think if I'm like battling a trainer, it just makes sense because it's gonna be more refined, right? That's turn based, you know, because that is Pokemon. Like Pokemon is turn based combat. Like I like turn based combat. But like if it's like say first I'm running away from an Ursaring and I throw out my Rhyhorn, I'm like, "Ayo, Rhyhorn, hit that bitch while I dodge and roll," and Rhyhorn hits that bitch while I dodge and roll. I think that's cool. I think that'd be rad as hell. Um, but like the whole point of Pokemon is like you catch the Pokemon, you tell the Pokemon what to do, kind of thing. So like, I think in the wild it makes a lot of sense because in the wild the Pokemon aren't being controlled, right? They're just running around. But if it's like a trainer battle, I feel like the trainer battle would still need to be turn based. You know, if that makes sense. I feel like I feel like that makes sense because I feel like that's a happy medium for everything. Because if I'm a trainer, then I'm telling my Pokemon what to do. You're telling your Pokemon what to do. Then they're going to fight, kind of thing. But if it's a wild Pokemon, they're just doing their instincts. They're just like, what's going to get them out? You know. Hey, what's up, Squiddy? Elaborate on the become Pokemon in battle. You become the Pokemon and get a Hogwarts Legacy type battle style. I want it to be to where trainer battles are turn based, but for the Pokemon only boss fights in the wild, it should be real time combat. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like I think that makes sense. We kind of have that. Well, actually, yeah. Like if I'm like throwing shit at Mega, not Mega, at the boss Avalugg, I'm running around. There are times where I can like box it out, go boom 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 boom. You know, then I go back to like throwing balls at it and shit. Like just uh I feel like this makes sense. Like I feel like this is good. Real time combat, wild bosses. Combat with you and Pokemon so you can square up to Hitmonchan. Honestly, let's be funny about it. Let's be funny about it. Trainer fights Pokemon. There we go. It's over when he hits you with the Dizzy Punch. Does anyone trying to get Dizzy Punch? I know Regigigas does. No, honestly, he should. If he doesn't get it, he should get it. Like, Hitmonchan should get Dizzy Punch. It wouldn't be good, but he should get it. Oh, he has Let's BV? Then yeah, he definitely gets it. That heard a noise. Going crazy. We do anything in Nopes, though. Mythicals to actually have cool side quests to get them, or maybe, fuck, excuse me, some plot relevance. Oh yeah, I'm all for it. Well, I mean, one will do new mythicals slash legends. We'll do that. New mythical slash legends. And garbage animation for cutscenes. Big nope. Yeah, we'll get to that one next. That's a good nope though. But yeah, so we'll do side. We'll do mythical slash legend side quests slash plot relevance. And then we're gonna make this a little smaller. Keep going, keep going. Yeah. Yeah, I like this idea. Like, imagine, because I was thinking, right? What was gonna happen is if there's gonna be a Gen 5 remake, we're gonna get Victini really early, just like you would back in Generation 5. Because there's the Victory Garden, and there's an event for those guys who don't know. Maybe you guys are a little young for this, but back in Generation 5, there was a Victory Garden event that like released like as soon as Black and White came out, and so you can get like a level 15 Victini from the Victory Garden. It's like, dude, that's just cool. I love that. But due to like how we didn't get that, and we've got Keldeo in Sword and Shield, we got Meloetta in Scarlet Violet. We're gonna get Genesect coming up. That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get Genesect. No more shiny locks. No, yeah, we'll knock that one out first, real quick. Shiny locks. Yeah, shiny locks are stupid. Yeah, there we go. Shiny locks. Yeah, shiny locks are stupid. Oh yeah, and animations. We'll just say bad. Well, actually, hold on. Whenever you say garbage animations, what do you mean? Are you talking about like the Scarlet and Violet stuff? Because I thought those were pretty good. You know, like I think we'll come back to the animation stuffs because obviously we could always be like, oh, better animations, right? That's just like a generalized thing, you know. Um, what else? Ooh, actually, something I want to see. Peep this, right? Buff, bad, Pokemon, better stats. That's what I want. Like, imagine, like, Lydian actually having, like, a somewhat okay, like, attack stat. He gets, like, all the fucking punches. Gets every single punch in the game and Iron Fist. It's like, yeah, that'd be wonderful. Goofy poses for the looks like a PS2 remake. Yeah, just like better stuff. Well, not. I think that goes into the rushing of the games because the games overall, as of recent, have been rushed. Like they felt very rushed. So we'll say, um, rushed game. I feel like that makes more sense because if as long as the game isn't rushed and actually like they take time into making it, which I think they will, you won't have the garbage graphics. We won't have like the like garbage animations. We won't have like this one frame of everyone T posing before it goes black. Like I just feel like that's what's gonna happen. So I'm just saying we don't rush it because the reason why all that stuff happened was because the games were rushed. Like Scarlet Violet, it was rushed. That's it. Didn't they say it will only be in Lumia City? I think so. I think it's only or it's either gonna be just Lumia City or the area around it. I think you were close enough. I think you got it right. I think you pronounced. I think you spelled it right. But it's either gonna be entirely Lumios or like Lumios and like the area around it. Like it's if I could pull up a map of Lumios, I'm not gonna do it. You guys get the idea. Oh, I just realized I've been cutting off this entire like part over here. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. We're gonna keep that the same because like it adds flavor, I guess. Um, but But yeah, it's gonna be just Lumios for the most part. Like Lumios will be the base operations. We build it up. We probably knock out trees. We catch Pokemon. We probably do everything else, and then we probably explore the surrounding area of Lumios. That's probably it. Not really too sure. Um, what else can we think about? What else? What else? What else? If it's just in there, that would suck so bad because a lot of legendaries, we wouldn't see like Groudon or like 50% of the rest. I mean, that's kind of fine. We're not going to see all the legendaries because in original Kalos, we didn't see all the legendaries. You know, we only saw out of stuff that you could catch in Kalos. It was the base legendaries, right? You know, Xerneas, Xerneas or Yveltal, Zygarde, uh, and then what else was there? There was Mewtwo. Um, what else was there? Oh yeah, one of the three legendary birds, depending upon which game you caught. Not the game, depending upon which starter you picked. And that was it. Yeah, that was it. It was just those guys. Um, you couldn't catch all the legendaries until Oraz happened. Once Oraz happened, then you could catch all legendaries. Apart from like Xerneas, Yveltal, Mewtwo, stuff like that. Obviously, not none of the mythicals. Like X and Y had like a lot of mythicals. Like they had Hoopa, which didn't even release till Oraz. Diancie, which didn't even release till Oraz. Um, uh, Volcanion, which didn't release till Oraz. Uh, like honestly, like there was like nothing there. Like X and Y had like no legends, which I think is fine. You know, I think it's pretty cool. I personally had no issue with that. I'm trying to think what other nopes we got. I was like, honestly, I think the big nopes are like what people basically just want. You know, it's like, yeah, we don't want a long tutorial. We want to be able to Just go grab our starter, run through the game. We don't want bugs because bugs are cringe. We don't want shiny locks because shiny locks are dumb, and we want the game not to be rushed. Like I feel like that makes sense. Sky fights would be so sick. You would get a flying type in the first Evo, then you evolve it and catch a bunch of flying type. Wait, what? I mean, if you're talking about sky battles, yeah, sky battles would be kind of cool. Like, actually use sky battles. Like, I think that'd be a cool concept. There's like a boss who's like, yeah, we're only doing a sky battle, so you better bring like a full team of like flyers and levitators and shit. Like, I think that'd be really cool. Like, actually using sky battles would be dope as hell. And I don't think there's anything else. Honestly, I think we're chilling. Like, I'm trying to think of anything else. What else is there that we could honestly want that isn't like just like basic like it's like Pokemon like speak, you know? Try to think what else we can get. I can't think of anything else, like honestly, because like oh wait. Actually, I put down the DLC because like Rowlet brought up earlier about paid DLC, but I personally don't care about it. As long as the base game is like good enough on its own, DLC adds to it, I think it's fine. Maybe do the same ground types in like a big lake outside the city. You get water types, and all the types would have their own place they could explore more. That could be interesting. Like, say for instance, there was like that. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it's called Jagged Path in X and Y, where you just like walk across with a Rhyhorn. Ooh, actually, Pokemon slash type related terrain. That's not how you spell terrain. How do you spell terrain?
Terrain.
Okay. I just missed an R. There we go. Pokemon slash type related terrain actually makes a lot of sense. Like, I wouldn't want to be forced to just be like, oh yeah, you gotta use Sneasler again. Or whatever, right? Like, Sneasler's cool and all, don't get me wrong, but like, I'd also would just like to be able to ride on the back of like a Rhyperior or a Hippowdon if I want. Like, I just think that'd be cool. Like, I have to actually catch a Pokemon in order to explore certain terrain. I think it'd be interesting, you know? Like, it would feel very, like, HM-like, you know? But at the same time, it's kind of cool. I don't know. Now I'm kind of debating putting it there. But then again, at the same time, like, I could very much see, like, I could see, like, a normal type struggling to punch through a rock, you know, but a fighting type doesn't. Or steel type doesn't. Like, I think that would make a lot of sense where it's like you need certain Pokemon to break certain, like, terrain, or so they need certain moves. I think the moves would probably make more sense. Yeah, so Pokemon slash type related could also be moves. So I feel like the moves would make more sense. Like, if you have, like, a fighting type move, then you can just break through rocks all the time, right? So you don't necessarily need to be a fighting type. You could be a fighting type or have a fighting type move. Or if it's, like, exploring water areas, you know, it's like you could be a water type or have a water type move, you know? Within reason, obviously. Like, I don't think Charizard, just because he has, like, he has, like, Terra Blast or something, and, and it could be water sometimes, he should be able to swim, you know? But I think that'd be a cool thing. uh Legendary that could change the earth, and they get a lot of they get a little angry and made a big mountain. That's a bunch of biomes with different Pokemon in each biome, and you had to scale the mountain. I mean, that's kind of just like the Blueberry Academy at that point, minus the legendary getting Angie. Or maybe that's what Lumiose is. Lumiose is like there's like a bunch of biomes. We have to knock out each biome. You know, that could be interesting. Or maybe there's like an area that's like really hot. So it's like you can't bring water types or grass types because they could just like the water types get too hot or something. The grass types get too hot. You know, it can only be fire types. I think that'd be cool. But then again, they have like type resistances. So never mind. Water would probably be chilling. Um, what else? What else? I can't think of anything else. Maybe you could bring different types in each biome, but you had to give them a certain item. Honestly, that could be a cool thing, but I feel like that just like lumps into the type related terrain. That could be something. You know, it's like if you want to go into the ground area with like a bunch of sand flying around, like the rock, the ground, and the steel types are chilling because they're immune to sandstorm. Like you have to give like the safety goggles because that's already an item. You just give the safety goggles to your Bulbasaur and he's chilling. You know that's probably what it'll be. If that is a thing, that's probably what it would be, which would make a lot of sense. Or like if a Pokemon is immune to like certain spore moves or something, that could be cool. Then again, like grass types aren't immune to sandstorm, but yet they're immune to spore moves and like powder moves. So I'm not sure. I don't know. Because safety goggles, you're immune to like weather damage and like powder moves and shit. So I'm not really too sure. Um, I'm trying to think what else. I'm gonna say catch past legends because I think it is super lame that you have to transfer legendaries that might be like viable in like competitive formats. And it's like, oh well, what if I wasn't alive for Oraz, or not alive? What if I wasn't around for like Oraz and I couldn't get myself a Registeel? You know, it's like that. I think that's kind of lame. Make Pokemon move realistic because most of the time they have to step forward and a thing happens. I don't really get where you're coming from. Oh, you mean like if they're gonna use double kick? Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, I see what that means. Better battle animations. Yeah, like if Scorbunny's gonna kick me, like he should be able to lunge at me and kick me. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I would say better battle animations. I think that makes sense. Um, I'm trying to think of any nopes because I can't think of any nopes. What nopes could we possibly add? Because honestly, I think on whenever it comes to hopes, I think we're basically good. I think we're chilling. Um, yeah, I think we're chilling. I think this is mostly our list because I can't think of anything else that we could use. Like if we come up with a good nope, like right now, I think it'll be fine. I think this is it, dude. I really gotta go to the bathroom. What time is it? When did I start stream? 8 past 8. You're streaming for an hour. Um, dude, I have so much editing to do as well. I think what we'll do is tomorrow. 'Cause tomorrow's Saturday. I think I'm gonna stream the showdown stuff tomorrow. Like I like do the showdown speed runs. I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. I think that's the plan because I really need to go to the bathroom right now, and I have a ton of editing to do. I probably want to knock out editing before I go to sleep. Everybody gonna be so hyped like a week before it releases, and they fumble it so hard, dude. I swear, if they fumble Pokemon Legends like ZA, I'm gonna be very upset. Like I don't think you understand, dog. Like I'd be beyond upset because like Legends Arceus with its flaws, which by the way, it's mostly just graphical. With its flaws, it's such a good game. Like it's so good. Even like Scarlet and Violet with its bunch of flaws that it has, it's such a good game. And I really want Legends ZA to be a good game without any like bullshit flaws. Like if it's like a bullshit flaw of like, oh, it looks bad, it's like, damn, that's kind of lame. Or it's buggy, damn, that's kind of lame. I want it to be a good ass game. You know, I'm excited for this game. You know, even though it's coming out next year. You know, I don't, was it early or late next year? I don't remember what they said. I don't remember if it was early next year or late this year. Late next year. Or even if they gave a date. I think they said 2025. It's going to look like a PS2 game. Everything is T-posing and most moves are glitched. Dude, I remember there being moves that like launched and the game just wouldn't work. Like say for instance Z moves. They fucked up Z moves like Z parting shot. Because there was or maybe it was also Z Memento because I'm pretty sure there's more than one. But the one that was like had like relevance to like the format was Z parting shot because they did a bunch of cool shit. But use Z parting shot and it would do like, oh, Z move, yeah, Z move, cool shit. And then they'd launch the parting shot, right? At the opponent. It would start doing its thing. And they'd do the little animation of like the words going towards the Pokemon, and the game would just crash. Z parting shot was banned because it would cause your game just to crash. I don't even know why it did that. It just did. Funky little dancing. You know what, let's add that to the hopes. There we go. Funky little dancing. There we go. Our list is complete. I'm gonna stream right now, and we're gonna do Pokemon Showdown tomorrow. We're gonna do the Pokemon Showdown speedruns tomorrow, and then that's really it. Like I really gotta go to the fucking bathroom, and I got a ton of editing to do. Like originally I was gonna do the Showdown stuff tonight and just like not stream tomorrow, but no, we'll stream tomorrow. And also that stream tomorrow will be our last stream until I get moved into my new place, most likely. There might be a stream Tuesday, but most likely tomorrow will be the last stream up until my new apartment because I'm moving and it's gonna be great. How to win every Pokemon battle? Use Z parting shot to demolish the universe. That's true. Z parting shot was fucking stupid. It was so dumb. But even then, after like they fixed that patch or they patched out the bug, no one even ended up using Z parting shot anyway because it wasn't even like it was good, but it wasn't that good. You know, because you know what was better than Z parting shot? Z splash. Z splash was really good. That shit was crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna dip. I'm ending stream. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. These are the hopes and nopes. We did our starter stuff earlier. You can watch back to the stream VOD to check them out. But we're just gonna call it. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye. I really gotta go to the bathroom. Goodbye. We're streaming Pokemon Showdown tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye. Where's that? Where's the button? There we go. There's that. Goodbye. Goodbye.